Hey everyone, I'm Adriana, and welcome back to another edition of my full sail journey as a game dev student. This is my 6th month at Full Sail, and the class that I am taking now is Systems Programming. This video will be a recap of what went down in week 1 of Systems Programming. So let's get started with this video. Systems Programming was the class I was wondering all this time, what am I going to learn about and what is the main focus of Systems Programming? And thankfully I know now. Essentially, Systems Programming is all about using pointers and memory management. That's it. My instructor is Joseph Shekels, and he actually is an alumni of the game dev program, and he has a lot of experience in the gaming industry. There will be 2 lectures each week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and they're about 2 hours apiece. And then as far as the assignments goes, there's labs and there is a midterm and a final exam. There is no quizzes this time, unlike with Programming 2. The labs in total, there is 9 labs. Each week, like for this week, for week 1, there's 2 labs, and then next week there's 2 more labs. And then week 3, I noticed there's actually 3 labs. And then the final 2 labs plus the final exam is in the final week. And then next week we'll also have the 2 labs plus the midterm. So far, what's different about Systems Programming from Programming 1 and Programming 2 is that I will actually have to create the labs from scratch. I'm not given no skeleton code is what they call it. I'm not given none of that, just like they gave me for the last 2 classes. No, this time, all the labs, for the most part, there's certain ones, and I'll explain that later, but there's certain ones already that will have a little bit of code, but for the most part, this class will be the first class where we actually get the freedom to start everything from scratch and not having to kind of decipher the code that they give us and then make sure the code that we put in follows their instructions while also having it work. And that was my major difficulty with the last 2 classes. And that's why with this class, I'm glad that finally I'll be getting the freedom to just do whatever I want as long as it follows the instructions that they give us. And that's gonna be great. For week 1, the first lecture covered bitwise and bit manipulation because the first lab is all about that and having to basically use bitwise functions to manipulate the bits and bytes and all that. I'm still trying to get my head around the concept of it, but once I do, hopefully by the time I record the first lab reflection video, I'll have a little bit of a better understanding of it, but for now I don't. But that's what lab 1 is basically. And then lecture 2 is all about pointers. Now, I've seen pointers, but Programming 1 and 2 didn't go over pointers in much depth. And with this lecture, it went a little bit more. They explained it more than the other 2 classes. But still not fully understanding pointers, and that's why I'm going to watch a couple more videos. I'm going to also read some C++ books as well to get a better understanding of it and how to use it and all that. But after that lecture, Lab 2 is all about pointers, and it has 3 programs that I'll just have to put into just one CPP file for one project for that one lab, all in one, but 3 separate parts to it. And I'll explain a little bit more later. But that is it for week 1. Thanks for listening. I will have the first labs recap video later. But for now, this will be it for the week 1 recap. Have a good day, and I'll see you in that next video. Bye.